Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Sarah Osmer, Vice President for Consumer Postpaid at T-Mobile. Thanks for joining us, Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
Well, some big news from T-Mobile today under the Uncarrier 5.0 banner, I suppose. Give us the overview of what T-Mobile has announced.
This is a big one for us. You're absolutely right. We took what we did in 2014 for Uncarrier 5.0 and made it even better for today. What it is, it's called Test Drive, which gives everyone a chance to try the Uncarrier's expanded LTE network, the newest, most powerful signal, 600 megahertz. We are so confident in our network that we are giving everyone, for a 30-day trial of our network absolutely free. It's really exciting because what we have found in our research is that 84% of all people who want to try a wireless network before they switch carriers. And yet, in this industry, you don't get a chance to try before you buy. So what we've done is said, you know what? We are confident in our network, and we're going to let people try our T-Mobile network for 30 days without having to switch. It's a pretty exciting program. Let me tell you about it. So what we're doing, it's called Test Drive, and anyone can go to the website, sign up for Test Drive, and we will send that carrier customer a box. And in that box has a 600 megahertz enabled Wi-Fi hotspot. And what it allows someone to do is take their phone number, and connect to our network via the Wi-Fi hotspot. So they can test out our network where they live, they can take it to their office, they can even take it where they like to vacation the most, and really take our network for a test drive to make sure it works for them before they switch to T-Mobile.
And how much data do they get over this 30-day period to do the test drive?
Yeah, it's either 30 days or 30 gigabytes, whichever comes first. And 30 gigabytes, that's ample for most customers. So we really think they'll be able to get 30 days in to really test out T-Mobile.
And if people wonder if they're not techies, how they connect their phone to the hotspot really isn't all that difficult. But maybe you can explain that.
Yeah, and I work at T-Mobile, and I would not describe myself as a techie. So what we do is make sure it is super simple. And in the box is a custom start guide. The cool thing about what we've done is that you pop the SIM, the whole kit comes with a T-Mobile SIM, of course comes with the hotspot. You pop the SIM into the hotspot. Of course it's charged, but we give you a charger as well just to make sure that it stays kind of at full battery as you use the product. And then you connect just like you would to Wi-Fi, any Wi-Fi network. You connect your device with your SIM straight into that Wi-Fi hotspot. It's that easy. And I will say, if you are having any troubles at all, we have an amazing care team. Call any of our experts, and they can help you through the process as well.
Very cool. So you're allowing people to test this out for 30 days. What happens after the 30 days?
Yeah, at the end of the 30 days, we are so confident they're going to have an amazing experience on our network that new, kind of excitement about the experience that they had will lead someone into a retail store, and that individual will switch to T-Mobile. There's no gotchas, no issues at all. They just bring back the hotspot and switch to T-Mobile, and they're ready to go. Let's say they're not ready yet. That's no problem either. They can give the hotspot to a friend, and that friend can test out T-Mobile, or they can just keep the hotspot. There's really no questions asked, no hurdles. And really, this is because we believe in our network so much, a customer gets to try it from there. What I will tell you, and I've mentioned this a few times about us believing in our network, over the past 3 years, we've added 1 million square miles of LTE coverage, 25,000 towers and cell sites, and every single LTE cell site is now enabled to deliver the LTE Advanced across the entire network. What that's done is it's boost speeds and it's enhanced performance. Yet we know that until you experience all that, it's kind of like just numbers on paper. So not only are we launching Test Drive, but tomorrow night, I hadn't told you this, tomorrow night we are launching a network coverage campaign. And that will be on prime time for all consumers to see. What's exciting about that is it really brings all that to life and makes the power of our network real to any customer in the wireless industry.
So what information do you require from people to sign up and get hold of the hotspot? And I understand you don't even need to give a credit card number.
Not at all. So it's as easy as going onto our website. You'll put in your name, your address, email, and telephone number, and we send it out. Of course, we're going to follow up and say, how's your experience? Is there anything you need from us? But other than that, the carrier customers are free to really test out our network for 30 days. No strings attached, zero cost, zero hassle.
And if by chance a customer were to decide, okay, well, I like this hotspot, can they subscribe to service using the hotspot without other devices? And how would that work? Would they essentially be getting the hotspot for free if they did that?
In this case, they really then do need to become a T-Mobile customer. And once a T-Mobile customer, of course, we sell that hotspot for those that really need a Wi-Fi hotspot as they travel or maybe they work out of their car or any needs that they might have that require a hotspot. But in that case, it really is the next step is to join the Un-carrier, join T-Mobile.
Well, you have trust in people with this because there's no requirement, I suppose, from what I understand, that they send it back to you. Tell us about the decision making that went on behind the scenes here.
Yeah. It's interesting that you say we put a lot of trust in people. Our whole mentality here at T-Mobile is that we are here to solve customer pain points. And when you're faced with a pain point that is so great as 84% saying they want to try a wireless network before they switch, then you know what? We do it. We do trust people, and we wouldn't do it if we didn't think that they would have an amazing experience. The T-Mobile network of 3, even 5 years ago is not what the network is today. So for people who maybe previously were customers, come back and try us again, or even customers who are like, well, I just don't know if it'll work for me. It's such a huge risk for me and my family. We're taking the risk out of it, and we think it's a huge, bold move. And, we wouldn't be T-Mobile in the Un-carrier if we didn't say to all the other carriers, do the same. Really let people try out your network before they buy.
So for 30 days, they get hold of this, and after the 30 days, they can pass it on to a friend, return it to you, or from what I understand, stick it in a drawer, and you're not coming after them.
We're not at all. Yeah, we're not at all. This is really as simple as it sounds, and, all I can say is it really just shows how much we believe in the Un-carrier and believe in our network.
Well, this isn't the first time you've done a test drive kind of thing. Describe how this differs from what you've done before.
Yeah, we did. In 2014, on Un-carrier 5.0, we had a test drive. And at that time, the only way we were enable it to happen was someone who was interested in trying out our network. We had to have them use one of our phones, give them a brand new different phone number, and it was only for 7 days. So as great as it was, you can see how now the fact that it's 30 days, the fact that you can use your own phone and your own phone number, it just makes it so much easier. So we're really excited about how we've improved this for potential switchers.
For more information, maybe to sign up, where do people go?
People go to tmobile.com/test drive. Super simple.
Sarah Osmer, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Thank you, Fred. It was my pleasure.
Now this. Innovation. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, and I've been covering consumer technology for a long time, and it takes a lot to impress me. That's why I'm excited to tell you about the latest way to enjoy cooking in the great outdoors from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. What if you could harness the sun to cook your meals anywhere you go, day or night? The GoSun Fusion arrives this summer using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage, and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co and use the code TEXTINATION to save 10%. That's gosun.co.